by this. Okay. This is a this is a statement on recent happenings in public universities and the way forward. As you all know, a number of public universities have in the recent past sent students home they are facing in those universities. Students of Kenyatta University, Moi University, Masinde Muliro University, and several others have been affected by these arbitrary university closures. Some of the problems the students are raising are genuine, and we know that university administrations take ages to respond to concerns facing students. We also know that in nearly all public universities in Kenya, the vice chancellors are now looking for quick ways to get money to pay KRA and other government bodies like NSSF and NHIF in terms of mandatory statutory deductions. We are all aware that recently KRA slapped public universities with a total of 9.3 billion that universities owed the taxman. This money has accumulated over the years as universities failed to remit pay as you earn, and other deductions. Now universities are deliberately creating conditions which will make students to go on strike, then slapping students with huge fines as a precondition for resuming their studies. Student leaders from a number of public universities have informed me that some vice chancellors are going as far as hiring goons and destroying university properties, which they then use as a justification to close down the university and to send students home. These universities are charging between 5,000 to 10,000 Kenya shillings as a fine for the strikes, claiming that students university administrations must stop their criminal action and of abruptly and arbitrarily closing down universities and sending students home after hiring goons and hooligans to destroy university properties. In Kenyatta University, it was clear that even students were ambushed by hired goons and thugs. It was clear that the chaos that led to closure of the university was between hired thugs and hired police officers. Many students were caught in the chaos created by these two groups, which the university then used to hurriedly also a first-year student desperately contacting the mother to send him bus fare. Poor students from very poor families have been forced to return home, and these poor families are then forced to pay hefty fines so that corrupt vice chancellors and other university administrators can keep their jobs now that KRA is closing in on them. In Masinde Muliro University, I have been informed that while no university property was destroyed, the university nonetheless demanded the students to pay hefty fines. This was after the vice chancellor abruptly closed the university and sent all students home. At Moi University, student leaders have been hurriedly expelled without being heard, and the university is demanding hefty fines as a condition for resuming students. Vice chancellors are committing criminal acts. Vice chancellors are manufacturing strikes in public universities and then penalizing students. This must stop. This must be stopped. I want to invite the DCI to investigate these matters. I want to appeal to Professor George Albert Magora Omore to ensure that universities are not fundraising to pay KRA using students. That is what is happening right now, and he must stop it. I want to challenge you, members of the press, to follow up on this matter. You also have relatives and siblings in public universities, and this injustice affects everyone. I have developed a new strategy to deal with vice chancellors. I will make a big announcement soon. Corrupt vice chancellors must be disarmed and comrades armed. Lastly, as a result of the constant frustrations experienced by the comrades, we have decided to form a body called the Central Organization of Students Unions, COSU, that will protect the inherent rights of students as enshrined in the apex of the law, the Constitution 2010. Long live comrades, and an injury to one comrade is an injury to all. An injury to the vice chancellors is an injury to Satan. Thank you. Number two, yes.
Maybe you respond to claims that there's been a lot of happenings. Aisha Jumwa arrest has been also calls for you and Juliet to be arrested in regard to propagating violence over the oncoming by-election in Kibra. What will be your reaction to this?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. What I would like to talk about the issue of by-elections which are occurring soon. First of all, one in Ganda Ward, at Ganda Ward in Kilifi constituency, in Kilifi, and the other one at Kibra constituency. There are several calls by some of the Tangatanga members of parliament that one, Junet, Mohammed, and myself be arrested. I want to tell them that it's not about the arrest that will bring peace in this nation. It's about what we do in the right way and how we do it. And I want to tell them that for Babu Owino, he's a jailbird, he's used to the cells, and I'm not threatened or scared of going back to jail. In fact, I can take myself to the DCI now if they think that I have any issue that should be investigated concerning the recent happenings in the political arena. Concerning the Ganda Ward, we all know what happened yesterday. One of the constituents was killed, was shot dead. You should not take life. It is God who gives life, and it is God who knows the reason why he gave that life. And if he's satisfied with your life on earth, he will take it by himself. Fellow human beings should not shed blood, should not take any life. Therefore, I condemn the issue that Aisha and her supporters did to one of the innocent constituents of Ganda Ward. And the Ganda residents must teach her a lesson, a political lesson of ensuring that her candidate fails terribly. Concerning Kibra issue, that must be a no-go zone. That is Baba's bedroom, and we finished with it like that. That is a constituency that gives an indication to all other constituencies in the nation. That is where the political temperature in this nation. We're going to ensure that Mariga becomes number 4, leave number 2. And we all know that we have already done our opinion polls. 70% plus 1. That was as at today, 10 a.m. By now it has increased. Mariga is going to be the last person in this political contest. To the DP's boys, the MPs who are here, let them stop wasting time, let them go back to their constituencies and work the way Babu Owino has been working in Embakasi's constituency. Hii maneno ya kelele saa zote, mara arrest so and so, arrest so and so, arrest Junet, arrest Babu, continue calling for those as you work for your constituents. One of the members of parliament who was speaking here, if you look at the toilet in one of his public schools, it's very pathetic. In fact, some of the students have been calling me that they are using flying toilets. Let that person go back and work with the residents, with the constituents. Hii maneno ya siasa tungoje 2022. Lakini Kibra, as we talk now, Kibra is locked and sealed. And the key has been thrown in the... Asanteni sana.
Now, there's just something to say when it comes to varsities. Vice chancellors to be armed and comrades of students armed.
Age. Okay. Disarmament, I will talk about it later. But the ammunition that we need as comrades is books, pens, and knowledge. Any other, that is a creation of your mind. Any other, I want to answer questions today. And intelligent questions like that.
Okay.
Iko sawa? Sawa sawa, asanteni sana. Mungu awabariki members of the media.
Wamama wenzangu, so far tumefikisha 350k kwa akaunti yetu ya chama. Tufanye aje na hizi pesa zetu?
Naona tununue vitenge zinafanana.
Vitenge.
Hapana, tununue sufuria za non-stick.
Sufuria.
Tununueni curtain.
Ai, wamama wenzangu, vote tununue kaploti.
Kuna watu wanauza plots na nyuki.
Na nyuki?
Hebu tuwapigie simu watupe uhondo. Hello.
Thank you for calling Octaven. How may we assist you?
Can we get a plot with 350,000 in Nanyuki?
Yes, you can get a plot at the Great Oasis Gardens in Nanyuki today for as low as 349,000 shillings.